Hey, True Believers, Englentine here with another batch of reviews. This time out, we're looking at Star, Marvel's new character from the pages of Captain Marvel, so you know she's going to be burning up, and it's going to be great. Also, we're going to review Wonder Woman's Dead Earth, and from Zenescope, Red Agent and the Island of Dr. Moreau. Alrighty, gang. So, with all that aside, let's get this party started. Star number one, talking about the cover, very typical, not anything really exciting going on here. It looks like somebody threw paint on her boobs. That's about as much as I could say about this. We see it's written by Kelly Thompson, and I think, okay, yeah, this could be good, or this could not be good, because that's basically my relationship with Kelly Thompson. So, anywho, I start reading this. I didn't read the Captain Marvel introduction. I've got it, but I never read it. Sometimes you just fall behind on books you're reading. So, yeah, here you go, man. She's got a reality stone stuck inside of her. And when I heard that, I was like, this is bad. This is stupid. It's one of the things that can really dilute the Infinity stories that came before, and they've been overdoing it since Infinity War came out as a movie. It's sad because, in all honesty, it's not a bad story. It isn't a bad, oh, by the way, she's got that stupid shave on one side thing, but this one looks like they let it grow out a little bit, so at least there's that much. Anyway, this isn't a bad origin story, or at least a bad let's meet our heroine story. She knows she's not a good person, so she thinks she could be a villain. And I've been saying, and a lot of people have actually been saying, they've been writing a lot of the heroes as villains, and she is here too. Don't make no mistake, Star is a villain. If she was in the 80s, she was in the 90s, she would be the bad guy. And I think that's a problem with the writing today. I think it's a problem, in all honesty. Yeah, this is going to come off as sexist, ladies and gentlemen, and misogynist, but a lot of the female writers write superheroes in a way that it's okay no matter what they do because they call themselves the heroes, which if you look what's going on in the outside world, that's seemingly what they believe anyway. You could do anything so long as you call yourself a hero, and you can get 6 people to believe it, I guess. But she does some egregious things, and I was like, oh, wow, yeah, she's a villain here. She really is. Loki comes in, wants to grab the reality stone because he knows how bad it could be, and she completely obliterates him, like Oblivion obliterates, just wipes him out of existence, according to what she believes anyway. And there's other things. There's ways she's talking, there's ways she's acting. She's a bad guy. And this is a return to 90s comics if I've ever seen one. This is a return to, hey, it doesn't matter what they do so long as we call them the hero, so long as their name is on the front of the book. We've seen it before. It's not as bad as it could have been, but this is not, I don't know. I didn't care for it back in the 90s. I don't care for it now, in all honesty. I know a lot of people found it popular to have this kind of anti-hero thing. Some are done well if they remember that even though they're not the noble hero, they at least are. They've got a sense of honor. There's a certain code they follow, and I'm just not seeing that from Star. So maybe issue 2 will be better, but so far, so not. Red Agent and the Island of Dr. Moreau. It's a Zenescope book. Have a good day. And seriously, if you've read Zenescope, you're not going to be surprised about anything in this comic book whatsoever. They basically take popular characters from literature. In this case, you've got the Island of Dr. Moreau. They've gender swapped them, so most of them are female, so they could draw sexy poses, and they put them on some sort of adventure. Sometimes it works well. If you guys really want to check out something really cool, pick up their Robin series, based on Robin Hood. They're really cool. Now, I've never read Red Agent, the first version. They actually start kind of in the middle of a story here where you learn that they did something really bad, and they're on the run, Red Agent and her friend. And so they're stopped by the female head, because it's always female, and they're stopped by the head of the agency, and they want them to work for them because they understand that they didn't do what they did, but if they don't help, they're going to frame them for another murder. And so, okay, they come along, and they have to go and stop Moreau, because Moreau is creating animal-human hybrids to be super soldiers. Now, they were supposed to do it for the government, she was supposed to do it for the government, but yeah, that kind of got screwed up. And so they do. I'm telling you, this is the most basic of books you could possibly get. This is a Zenescope, man. They're entertaining. This is like, what's that guy? Trauma. These are the Trauma comic books. Seriously, if you want a movie that you're going to just enjoy and then probably forget 5 seconds after, this is it, man. I liked this. I had fun with this book. It really was good, but it was empty calories all the way through. Absolutely entertaining, probably rotting the teeth, but dude, I'm telling you, this is a lot of fun. So take it as you will. Like I said when I started, it is a Zenescope book. Alrighty, Wonder Woman Dead Earth. Man, I wanted to read this for a while. I also want to check out the questions, so I'm going to probably do that as its own book and do a twofer there. So anyway, this was, like I said, something I'm looking forward to. I like these black label things. I'm thinking, okay, we're going to check this out. First, I thought it was a continuation of Deceased. Wow, I got that one wrong. Anyway, what it really is, well, we start off and we're hearing a bit about the origin of Wonder Woman. She comes from clay. And the reason being is because it's strong stuff when, makes a good foundation and so forth and so on. And then the wars happen. The wars, we have a nuclear war, and it makes for a dead Earth, as it's titled. And we cut to basically a group of explorers and wanderers going through this forest, and they're talking about how they've got people back home that care about them, or that they have to care about, and they have to feed and they have to take care of. And they come to find Wonder Woman in after they're being chased by this big monster, by the way. They come to find Wonder Woman in the Batcave. They just kind of stumble on it. So obviously they're in what they call Old Gotham. So I guess they're on the Wayne estate. And yeah, they're being chased by these big-ass bugs and fall through into the cave, which is exactly what Bruce Wayne did. So apparently he never covered that hole up, did he now? So, sorry, man. Anyway, they find Wonder Woman. She pops out of a metal tube and fights the bug for him, finding out that she doesn't have her complete powers. Now, I do recognize and notice that this fluctuates. Like at one point, she has a hard time with one of these bugs, but later in the book, she's fighting hundreds of them. And I'm thinking, yeah, are you slowly going to show us that her powers are increasing as we go? Like they're returning to her? She doesn't have her bands or her tiara or anything like that. Her elements of power. So anyway, it's her discovering this new world that she's living in, and that the heroes, her and Superman and Batman and so forth, so on, failed. They didn't protect the Earth. She even brings it up. They ask her, what did you do? What were, and she goes, well, I was a protector of the Earth. And they look at her, they go, well, you failed. And I thought that was actually a pretty powerful part of the story. Overall, though, I got to tell you, this is a very whelming book, as Robin would say in Young Justice. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It was there. I read it, and I don't think there was an emotion resonated with me. I didn't like, oh my gosh, this was great. Oh no, the Earth is dead. Nothing. I don't know what this book has to do to impress me, but so far it hasn't done it. But it hasn't disappointed me either. So there you go, gang. 3 comics, 3 female leads, and not a bad one amongst them. Just not a really great one either. The Red Agent has to be the winner of the week, I would have to say, because at least it was fun. Like I said, it's empty calories, but at least it had that element to it. It was enjoyable. It was entertaining. It was a B movie, a trauma movie, as I said. So I'm gonna have to mark this one as the winner. Then Star and Wonder Woman are kind of tied for meh. Anyway, if you've read these, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell if you haven't done it already, because that's what YouTube really cares about these days anyway. And if you don't mind helping out the channel, go on over to Ko-Fi or to Patreon. Drop $1 in the till. Helps keep the lights on. Helps keep making videos for you. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that. And to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.